Hi everybody, my name is Rita Crompton. I am also known as the Inventor Lady. And as we're starting to come out of pandemic mode now and get back to work, I've had a lot of inventors calling and asking me, well, what's the first step? How do I get ready for a trade show? How do I get ready to file a patent? And we say the same thing that we said for the last 10 years. The most important first step in all of this is getting a good search done. And I recommend you do your own searching because you're not going to appreciate what somebody else does for you till you've kind of muddled around in that USPTO database yourself. Then you really appreciate it. I had some doctors say, oh, we can do our own search. And they got online and started messing around. And it's like, okay, how much is it to get this done by somebody else because it's making me crazy? I hear that a lot. All right, doing a good search is days of searching, not a few hours. And so when you look at having an independent third party do your search for you, they are going to spend time going through everything. So it's not just the USPTO database that makes a good search. It's the international search as well. If your product has been done anywhere in the world at any time in history, you will not be granted a US patent. So you've got to search internationally. It's amazing how often we find something that was done in Japan, Finland, for goodness sakes, and they filed a patent. So again, that international search is critical because a US examiner is going to find it and they're going to throw it back at you. It's rather a conflict of interest for the attorney who wants to write your patent to do the search. Now, they should see the results by all means, but then you've already looked at them. All right, so let's take another look at this. A good search has also got to include a product search. There's a 2.5-year blind spot at the USPTO. Now, it's a legitimate blind spot, but it's still a blind spot. A provisional patent, no one can ever see it. It's a 1.5 years before a non-provisional or a utility filing is published. So, 2.5 years, legitimate blind spot. Well, a lot of inventors will go out with a website. They'll go to a trade show. They'll do something then that puts it out there that, a good searcher is going to find it. The other thing, when the inventor is really looking and doing the searching, you tend to look in the industry that you want to sell in, but a good patent is not industry specific. We see a lot of crossover between surgery, believe it or not, and car mechanics. Well, when you really think about it, they're getting around things that are pretty tight together. So a good searcher, a good comprehensive independent search, they're going to go looking in cross industries. Where could this technology be used in another industry? They're going to look for that. I'll get inventors that say, I'm not doing in this industry, but your product is very similar to something already being used. That good independent third party, another set of eyes, somebody that doesn't have a stake in whether or not you file the patent. That's what you're really trying to get to when you're trying to get that feedback. Then you take that to the attorney and say, we found these things in the search. Attorneys tend to want to ignore the international piece. And you don't want to pay their hourly rate for them to go searching and spending days looking around. But that's what it takes. A good comprehensive search that includes the USPTO, the international search, and a product search should be a flat rate. All right? SearchQuest starts at $4.99, flat rate. And it doesn't matter whether the searcher takes 3 weeks or 3 days. It really doesn't matter. Now, the average is roughly right around 10 business days. So you get an idea. It's going to be about 2 weeks before you get the results back. You take a look at them, call me, ask me any questions, and then you go to your attorney. If you don't have an attorney, we're happy to recommend some that have worked with our searches and that we trust. That's a big thing. Boy, you pick one off the internet, you don't know what you're going to get. So, back to the main point here, the first thing you as an inventor should do, the comprehensive search. By all means, a good search. It can make the difference between putting a whole bunch of money down a black hole and finding out sooner rather than later. You shouldn't really be doing this. Sometimes no is valuable. And in this case, it could save you a ton of money. It can also give you the idea of, let's do it this way. Well, let's make these changes. The search, it all starts with the search. My name is Rita Crompton. I am the Inventor Lady. Call me if you have any questions.